his grasp. Knowledge deep as oceans vast, a sacrifice for wisdom's class. In his name our fates are cast. Ravens whisper secrets old. His one eye sees the truth unfold. From Yggdrasil's eternal hold, his power and glory told. Odin, our father, ruler of the brave. In your name we conquer, in your light we pave. Through storms and thunder your voice we crave. Odin, our guide from the cradle to the grave. The runes of fate within his grasp. Knowledge deep as oceans vast, a sacrifice for wisdom's class. In his name our fates are cast. Ravens whisper secrets old. His one eye sees the truth unfold. From Yggdrasil's eternal hold, his power and glory told. Odin, the father, ruler of the brave. In your name we conquer, in your light we pave. Through storms and thunder your voice we crave. Odin, our guide from the cradle to the grave. In Ragnarok, the end of days, his might will shine through fire's blaze. With gods and men his spirit stays, eternal in the battle's haze. In the halls of Asgard's might, where legends never fade, Odin be your father's sight, guides us through the glade. Forever in our hearts his light, in Odin's name we wade. Christmas night, arrested he was bound. They said there'd been a robbery, his pistol had been found. They marched to the station house, he waited for the dawn. When as they led him to the dock, he knew that he'd been wronged. You stand accused of robbery, he heard the bailiff say. He knew without an alibi, tomorrow's light would mourn his freedom. Over the hills and far away, for 10 long years he'll count the days. Over the mountains and blue seas, a prisoner's life for him there'll be. He knew that it would cost him dear, but yet he dare not say where he'd been that fateful night. A secret it must stay. He had to fight back tears of rage, his heart beat like a drum. For with the wife of his best friend, he spent his final night of freedom. Over the hills and far away, he swears he will return one day. Far from the mountains and blue seas, back in her arms he swear he'll be. Over the hills and far away. Over the hills and over the hills and over the hills and far away. Each night within his prison cell, he looks out through the bars. He reads the letters that she wrote. One day he'll know the taste of freedom. Over the hills and far away, she prays he will return one day. As sure as the rivers reach the seas, back in his arms she swears she'll be. Over the hills and far away, he swears he will return one day. beneath the blazing sun, as the clash of titans has begun.